Most people think a water outage becomes dangerous when they run out of drinking water. That's usually not what happens. The first 24 hours without running water, full of problems that most people never even thought about. Toilets stop working, hands stop getting washed, dishes pile up, cooking changes, small inconveniences start stacking on top of each other. And by the end of the first day, most people realize they weren't preparing for water shortage, they were actually preparing for thirst. Running water is one of those things people never think about until it actually disappears. Then suddenly everything changes. Not because you're dying of dehydration, but because nearly every routine in your life depends on moving water through a pipe. The first few hours are usually the confusion. People assume the problem will be fixed quickly. Maybe it's a broken water main. Maybe it's maintenance. Maybe a temporary outage. Most people don't change their behavior yet. They continue using water like normal. That's mistake number one. Because the moment you realize water isn't coming back soon, conservation should begin immediately. Not tomorrow, not later, but now. The first major issue isn't drinking, it's actually sanitation. Most toilets require water, and every flush consumes part of your emergency supply. Remember the old adage, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. People often have drinking water stored, but few people have enough water to flush the toilet because they don't have it stored. Nobody notices this until actually they need it. The next problem isn't hand washing, something we do dozens of times a day without thinking. Food problems, bathroom usage, pet care, feeding water, cleaning. Without running water, simple hygiene becomes deliberate. Each and every use suddenly has a cost. Then comes food preparation. Many meals assume that water is actually available. Cooking, cleaning, washing produce. How about doing the dishes? You quickly realize that water isn't just something you drink. It's part of nearly every task in the kitchen. Boiling water for pasta, boiling water for noodles, even if it's ramen. Here's a simple exercise that you can do today. Turn off the water in your house for 2 hours. Don't cheat, don't use a faucet, don't flush unless it's absolutely necessary. Just live normally. Within those 2 hours, you'll often discover exactly where your plan has weakness. And you'll learn more than reading about a dozen preparedness articles. Around this point, people begin making poor decisions, not because they're thirsty, but because inconvenience actually creates the pressure. They start wasting stored water on things that really don't matter, or they avoid using water for things that actually do. Preparedness isn't about having enough, it's about using what you have correctly. Now, continuing down the path, by the 12-hour mark, routines begin breaking. Showers disappear, laundry stops, cleanup becomes delayed, and normal life starts feeling uncomfortable. And that's where preparedness really gets tested. Not in disaster movies, in inconvenience. Because inconvenience is what causes people to abandon plans. Most people who do best during outages are usually the people who actually simplify early. They reduce water use immediately, and they prioritize drinking water. They actually separate potable water from utility water. I can go get water out of the river and use it to flush the toilets. And they stop treating the situation like it's a normal day. By the end of the first 24 hours, something important happens. You actually stop worrying about the outage and you start managing it. And that's the actual shift. The first day isn't about survival, it's about adaptation. The people who adapt early stay ahead. The people who wait for normal to return is usually the ones that fall behind. And that's why preparedness isn't really about storing water, it's about understanding how your life changes when the water disappears. So look, here's the challenge for you. If you only do one thing after watching this video, create 2 water categories: drinking water, utility water. Drinking water is for people and pets. Utility water is for everything else. Most people store the first and actually completely forget about the second. The first 24 hours without running water probably won't be life-threatening, but they will expose every weakness in your plan. Because preparedness isn't measured by what you own. It's actually measured by how quickly you adapt when normal stops working.